That looks scary. I wear my stomach shades at night. A little kid.
Hello, it's Karen.
And Ruth, hello.
Hello. Well, we thought we would drag ourselves out from the woodwork.
Yes, because this is got to be drag yourself out the woodwork for serious.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely. So this video is really about Amber's latest
Faux pas
on Instagram, where she was caught following an account that has some rather seedy, dare we say, illegal activity
to do with kids and whatnot.
Yeah, minors. Yeah. So this is not a revelation to us.
Not at all.
We were calling this out over 12 months ago. In fact, it was 12 months on the 5th of January last year that we first started calling her out for this heinous behaviour. And we thought we would resurrect our evidence from the time, because at the time we had a very much smaller subscriber count. The videos didn't get a particularly large viewing audience.
And also it wasn't a huge talking point a year ago.
It was buried.
Yeah, well, overlooked, skirted around.
Buried. Ruth is the truth of it. It was buried. And I have to say that a lot of the bigger reactors chose to not address it. And in fact, I'm going to say that the only reactor that is truly addressing it now is Karina Kaboom. And she knows exactly what's going on, but she chooses her words carefully, and rightly so.
Yes, absolutely.
She always does, and no criticism from us for doing that. We're a little nearer the knuckle.
Yes.
12 months ago, we called this thing out for being a nonce, and we are still saying she's a nonce.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you the videos that we first put out where we called her out for that.
Also, this is just scratching the surface of the available evidence. But strangely, she's deleted, I think, 1.5 million views.
From the Libby era.
Yeah.
Yeah, Libby being a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
But there was far more than just Libby and all the inappropriate behaviour with her.
Yeah, just slipped in here and there. But hiding in plain sight is what I call it.
Yeah. So, shall we have a look?
Yes, please.
I don't even know why I'm sharing this. It's just my journey of life. And I know a lot of people question why do you share so much online? Because that has been my life for 10 years. I do not know how to stop. I literally, I don't. And this is just my journey of life. That just looks thrilling. Laz, what even is it?
It's a duck, or it's a chicken.
You have a cock in between your legs. Congratulations.
For the first time ever.
Oh my God. even know. What is her name? Her name is Hadley. I haven't written in here in forever. I always have notes if I'm like writing a story. She's supposed to be 17. She lives with her drunk mom. Her dad died when she was a baby. She was physically abused by mom's ex-boyfriend, which is Tyler, it's been a year since he left. She's bisexual. She's an only child. In high school, but drops out. Mom doesn't care. She loves to write. She's blonde, long, curly hair, green eyes. She's 5'8". She's girly, beautiful, perfect, everyone's fantasy. Her piercings are nipples and nose. The notes I write for this is so funny. She parties, she drinks, she starts to do drugs. She just experiments. She smokes. Reasons for starting a journal. Okay, so I guess she lost her V card last night. Got drunk, no condom. She might be pregnant. Ooh. Her best friend is Bexley, but Bexley is in love with Colton, and Colton is the one that Hadley had sex with. Ooh, this is getting good.
She wanted a spicy picture. She was asking me about this for a couple weeks. And I was like, I'm not comfortable. And I was 15. Again, I was 15, 17. And I just kept telling her, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with that. You know, why do you want this? Like, I'm not comfortable. And she didn't want, like, front. She wanted, you know, that's what she wanted. She wanted the below the belt. And I was like, oh, well, no, I'm not comfortable. And I just kept saying, I'm not comfortable with it. But then she said, you know, and I wish I had my old phone, which was a little tiny, like, sliver Motorola. But, you know, she said, you know, if you don't do that, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to break up with you.
Okay.
And at 15, hearing that from someone who you're dating, you're just like, oh no, I don't want to lose the only person who's actually attracted to me.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Yeah.
And I didn't like doing it. I didn't want to, but hearing if you don't do that, this is going to happen, I was like, oh, well, I don't want to be single and not have anyone who cares about me like this, so I guess I will. I'll do it. And I did it. And do I regret it? Yes, I regret it. And being at the age I am now, if I had a kid who did that, I would be like, oh no. No. You don't need to be with that person. You don't need to be with anyone like that, because that is distributing of porno.
Yeah.
And yeah.
A lot of people are asking me about it, and I'm simply not going to talk about it. Like, one thing you're not going to catch me doing is sitting here saying, well, he lied about this, this is actually what happened. It's not going to happen here. I care more about moving on. I want to be okay as well, and I kind of just want to move on from the situation. It was 15 years ago, like 15 years ago as teenagers. It's wild, but that is all I'm going to say about the situation, and I'm going to stand my ground on that, because I just feel like continuously talking about a relationship that happened between two teenagers 15 years ago isn't good for anybody, especially the two people involved.
It's a tough watch, that, isn't it?
Yes.
particularly the old Casey interview, which you can find on Mr. Snowflake's channel.
Yes.
Anybody who hasn't seen it, it's well worth a watch. I assume it's still up. But yeah, it is a tough watch, and that was 12 months ago. And really, what has changed? Her behaviour has become more deviant.
More deviant, yes.
And she's now, as you've said, Ruth, she's paired up with another deviant.
Yeah.
And perhaps she feels she's got carte blanche now to...
follow all her deranged
her...
deviances. But since she's met Emily, it's the perfect storm when two people meet and they set each other off.
Yeah.
There's history. History teaches us. You can have a bad booker, you can have another bad booker, but when they get together, they become very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just cite here Myra Hindley and...
Ian Brady.
I'm not suggesting in any way, shape or form that Amber and Emily are some kind of that type of monster, but they were people who were inherently bad separately, but together evil.
Yeah.
Evil monsters together.
Yeah. Fred and Rosemary West.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure there are loads in America.
Carla Homunca and...
Yeah.
The other fella.
Yeah, exactly. They're all, I mean, they're across the world, aren't they? Across the globe. So, deviants upon deviants. Anyway, we'll just move on to the next little video, which is just further evidence, in our opinion, of her deviance.
I'm going to be answering more extreme personal questions. It is the party game that breaks all boundaries. I just started making really good money on YouTube, and I noticed, the more I show my body, the more I eat, the more views I get. So I was super extra, and I had this huge bowl of Captain Crunch in a mukbang, and that was all trolling. And then there was one where I walked down the steps and I made it seem like super hard for me. Trolling. What is the worst decision you have made while incredibly horny? Oh, okay. The hand job in the movie theater, double hand job with a guy and his cousin. Yep. What happened the time you got the most in trouble with your parents? I didn't really get in trouble often. Oh, but I do remember something. I was in second grade. And on a sticky note, oh my God, I could not believe I'm about to, oh, I hate this game. This gets me in trouble. So on a sticky note, I wrote in second grade, I wrote, will you have sex with me?
I wrote in second grade, I wrote, will you have sex with me?
And I was gonna give it to my friend who was coming to my house that day.
safe to say that all of these videos are dotted throughout her channel, minus the one she's now deleted about Libby, but really she needs to delete the whole channel because it's filled with events like this.
Yeah.
Sickening. Absolutely sickening.
And apparently all of her sympathising with the PDF files, sympathising with them, was before she even started a YouTube channel. It was on Ask FM.
That's right.
You
yeah.
find all that on Mr. Snowflake's channel. But it's all out there. It's all been out there for years.
For some reason, it has flown under the radar. As I said, when we started calling out, we had very few subscribers and our videos did not reach a large audience. And at the time, it was shoved under the rug for some reason. Now she has brought it to the fore again. And I say we stand with Karina Kaboom all the way because we know what she is.
Yeah.
You should know what she is if you don't already. This is who Amber Lynn Reid is. She's a nonce.
And people seem to think, oh, surely not, surely not. Didn't they say that about Gary Glitter?
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Oh, surely not, it can't be. They're on telly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hidden in plain sight, evil as the day is long, and the deviancy now is...
Off the scale.
And the lying.
Yeah.
The lies.
But she's got away with it for 11 years.
Exactly, Karen.
On YouTube, she's gotten away with it. There have never been any consequences.
Never any consequences.
And so she's still doing it. And she's still getting views. Now, why? Ask yourselves, why does anybody go to her channel and give her a view? Given what you know about it, if you didn't know before, you know now. So, again, why? Why would anybody do that? Now, we're not suggesting you don't give her a view. That's entirely up to yourselves. We don't give her a view.
No.
That's all I'm saying. Because it's very difficult to even watch her at all now.
Oh, I find it impossible, even through reaction channels. I've had to scale that down.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up shortly, but there's just a little video at the end. This was another difficult one, really, because if you remember back in the day, Amber, came out and made some quite serious allegations about Casey, including the word grape. Anyway, watch the video. It's not necessarily referring to minors and inappropriate behaviour, but it just shows the kind of character she is. And with that, we will say...
Bye-bye.
Farewell, and hopefully we'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Her favorite spot was my stomach. She would punch me really hard in my stomach. She'd punch me like around right here a lot. She would punch me on my arms, and she would continuously do it until I agreed to make love to her or have sex, whatever you want to consider it. So not only was I being physically abused, but I was pretty much being like raped. That is what I consider it, because I continuously would say no to her. Another thing is they had to cut my hymen high. That's embarrassing. And he had to do that to get to where he had to get you know,
where he had to go.
Yeah. And he ended up stitching it back together, which I don't think
he didn't have to do that, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about anything.
You kicked and screamed till it was making hate. Forget making love when the love was gone. RAPE, rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word. Knowing what you did and saying you didn't. Such a lovely story.